Jared here in St. Louis, Missouri for the Transworld Haunted Attraction Show 2021. Last year it got canceled, so I'm very excited to go in here this year. This used to be my life, man. Every year coming down here with my business partners, we come in here, buy stuff for the haunted house. It was a great time. It's been a while, but I'm real excited to get back in here. Probably not running the haunted house this year. We're actually here to get some escape rooms going, but let's get in here and take a look at the show this year. Oh man, we should have pre-registered. Now we get to wait in this. You would think one of these years that we would actually pre-register and avoid all of this.
You would think, but
I guess we're gluttons for punishment. Look at that, show floor's not even open yet. There's a long line to get in there too. And we are in. I don't know, are we going to the escape room place first, or are we walking around the haunt portion? Well, let's do Ghost Ride. I love Ghost Ride, it's my favorite company. What a sad little snowman. We've done quite a bit of business with these guys over the year. Love their pumpkins. It's pretty good looking stuff this year. I like this. I think these little slabs are for sale too. They always have done such a good job making stuff look so realistic. Look at the facial expressions on her. We don't want none of the Chuck. It's Batman. Make some great silicone masks. Got a bunch of these. In particular, I've got that imp, and then this dude down here, Buckshot. Fantastic masks, highly recommend them. I've got more too, I'm just not seeing the other ones we have. The booth is a little bit smaller this year compared to what it's been, I think. Love the Killer Clown. This is creepy collection. This thing's pretty sweet. Look at this. Very interesting. You got a spitting baby.
It's the most realistic thing ever.
Yeah. Don't slip. Oh man, that's gross. Spitting into the... Ew. What do you think, Jimmy? Should we get one of these and ride it up and down the road?
Maybe street legal.
This is really tight in there. Really tight. Nice little scare actor spot here. These are just the regular plastic buckies. Yeah, so they don't kill anybody when they fall on them. Real tight. Oh yeah, that's some cool stuff. That's just latex on the wall, isn't it, Charles? I think this is just latex on the wall. Yeah, latex peeled back. Looks real good. Nice job. Some really cool looking stuff. Especially this vintage black cat mask. Very cool stuff. I don't think I've ever heard of this company. But man, they have a really cool booth this year. Charles, do you recognize this? I don't think I've ever heard of Midnight Mayhem Apparel, but it's got a really sweet facade. These are some pretty awesome costumes. $825. A lot of clown stuff, but they look really good. This is a silent auction for this thing. I have no idea who makes this. Let's see if we can get some information. Oh, Little Spider. Awesome. This is the other side of the Little Spider. These guys are really cool. They do cool foam carving props, or make props out of foam and then hard coat them. Always been really impressed with their work. Immortal Masks, Hollywood, California. Check these things out. They're really cool. Little silicone babies. Yeah, that thing will wiggle. It's pretty disturbing. I don't know how much they are. It's like a little xenomorph human mix. Studio 31. That's a good price, $350 for something like that. I believe these are costumes, but you could easily make static figures out of them. Booth right here is called Village Props. This kind of stuff is super useful. You put little costumes on it. I mean, I spend hours making stuff like this out of PVC pipe. This is convenient. I don't see the prices. Went and asked the price. Okay, these ones you can bend. They're posable. They're $275 for the show, $300 normally. These ones are not posable. They are $225. But even not posable, very useful. It's a really cool looking booth too. Who's this? Dusk Productions. Never heard of them. I don't know if they're new. Every year there's new companies. Not sure how long these guys have been around. I'm not familiar with them. Got some pretty good looking stuff. Got a lot of people in their booth at the moment, but oh, that's awesome. Remember we did something like that, the little ghost?
Oh yeah, dude.
Had him sitting on the table with a bucket like that. That's cool. I love that. Oh wow, look at these too. Always liked little creepy trick-or-treaters. Made a few of them. Dusk Productions. That's cool. Do you think you just set that thing out in the middle of your haunted house and let somebody burn it down, or? Yeah, that would be great for a hayride or something when you drive past it.
Yeah, that would be actually pretty sweet.
But you know what? Everything's supposed to be fire retardant though, so should be good to go. Look at this up here. No, not Frankenstein's monster and blue-faced Dracula. This is the same booth, Distortions. Look at these pumpkins. These things are wicked. I love pretty much anything scary pumpkin. There you go, Nosferatu. Frankenstein's monster, weird looking Wolfman, Edgar Allan Poe, Pumpkin Pulp. I've done some business with these guys over the years too. They had some really cool masks. But look at this, this caught my eye. These things are wicked. Kind of remind me of them little, well, probably nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about, but these little pumpkin jars I made, but way cooler. They're awesome. You know, and I guess no haunted house is complete without CBD oil. Pain relief, relieves anxiety. I don't know. I'm not quite sure why this is here. I guess we're missing something, huh? Gorgalore. They make the best giant pusher creatures in the business. They have some automated ones too if you don't want to push them yourself. Looks like Gorgalore is getting into the pumpkin game as well. Look at these. I may buy some of these. Happy Jack Grumpkins. I like that. Yeah, these guys always have a good booth. This one is huge. I don't think he moves. I think he probably could, he just doesn't.
What's up?
How quickly do you think you'd get sick of hearing that inside the house?
Probably first 10 minutes. The actors are there before we open.
That's why you were always in the parking lot.
Yep.
So in years past, the aisles have never been this large. It's like 30 yards in between booths.
It's big.
That must mean there's not nearly as many vendors here this year as well.
Social distancing.
Yeah. Although I think I've seen pretty much everybody I usually expect to see here. They got the makeup. Those are good makeup jobs. It looks like Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. And then that's just a skeleton. Look. Oh, it's blacklight paint. Look at that. That's interesting. I like these really awesome cornstalker costumes. The thing is, you can't get any this year. Sold out for the season. Not entirely sure why they're here then. Look at these ones. These pumpkins light up and blink. Very nice work. And if you're curious, those costumes are from Dead Rabbit Studios. Looks like they got a bunch of clown masks and mallets as well. And these are kind of random, but look at this. And of course, classic horror icon Godzilla. All these years, I think that last booth had the best product I've ever come across. I don't know if you were listening to him. All those vines are their electrical wires.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is brilliant. That was one of the biggest pains in the butts, is trying to hide your electrical lines. You know, your low voltage. He said 120 volt. I still don't think I'd run 120 volt like that. But the low voltage ones I would.
That'd probably get away from some problems with the city not wanting to run extension cords too.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even know.
Well, that's basically an extension cord. But for the low voltage stuff, that's brilliant. It's your vines.
Yeah.
Time to leave. Close for the day, Charles.
End of the day.
End of the day. Didn't do a quarter of the show, I think is all we got done. About 25%. It's tough, man. So much to look at, and the second you stop to talk about products, you lose time. I didn't even get a chance to look at these earlier. This is really cool. Sinister FX. Like I said, the thing I noticed this year about the show floor, so much space. You never had this much walking room before.
And it's Kratos.
Well, Sally and I don't even know what to call the other girl. Are back out. Yeah, Charles, you can drive trucks through here, man. Side by side.
Side by side.
Another thing I noticed this year about the show is there's some interesting products like CBD oil and a couple other things that I don't really know how they fit into the industry. Gotta leave.
It's like they don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Because again, they're fine, bro. Like literally, yeah,
End of the day. Now everybody's gonna be going and scrambling for food. And then hitting the bar. Not us, we won't be hitting up the bar, but
when I had lost my...
most of these people will. Well, what are your day one impressions? What do you think of the show this year?
I like it.
It's spaced out a lot.
Yeah, definitely expanded, I feel like. Maybe not enough, maybe not the same amount of escape room booths, but they've definitely increased the floor area, I think.
Yeah. I felt like a lot less escape room people.
Yeah, well, I normally like to skim it, the whole thing,
Yeah.
all the aisles, and kind of see who's here, what's going on. Didn't do that, so it feels like I'm still missing big gaps. I think there's one vendor I haven't seen that I'm looking for. So.
Yeah, no, it was a little bit tough this year because we stopped to talk to a few vendors. We don't usually do that day one, usually just walk. Kind of got caught up and talked to people, that's why I didn't get to see as much of the show. I think it's the same amount of haunted house vendors, they're just spread out further.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of anybody I was missing, but hardly any escape room people. I'm a little bit disappointed in
I
that.
think a lot of this run now is just social distancing. I think the same number of people there, they're like,
Yeah.
it's going to be the whole building. We have the room spread it out.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? I'm just realizing we didn't look at any of the Christmas stuff because that's in a completely different room.
Is it?
Yeah, it's in a completely different area. Dang, I totally forgot about that. I'll have to show that later. But.
Yeah, we got all that to look forward to.
Well, that's gonna do it for me here. Day one, Transworld Haunted Attractions show. Felt great to be back in there after the last couple of years of missing the show. It wasn't exactly a comprehensive walkthrough. I didn't show everything. I was kind of just showing bits and pieces of things that I found interesting as I was going through the show. And like I said, conducting business. Mostly it was escape room stuff we were trying to get information on, and a little bit disappointed in the lack of escape room vendors. I think pretty much all the haunted house vendors I'm used to seeing were there. There might be, I'm really racking my brain to think if there was any missing. Like I didn't see Unit 70, but they don't always show up. I'll have to really think about that. I'm gonna be here the next few days, filming stuff around St. Louis, maybe do some food videos and show a couple other things around. I might film more of the show if I see some stuff that's interesting, because I am going to be over there the next few days. It's difficult to film like I film when I'm in amusement parks, when I'm here trying to get stuff done. It feels different. So, but I had a lot of fun, and hopefully it gives you an idea what a haunted house trade show looks like. So, in the meantime, thanks for watching.